Hey, my name's Raylazor and today I'm playing Square Meal, a flash game made by Nitrom in 2007, and also probably one of the first games I ever attempted to record as a kid. I remember attempting to pirate a copy of either Fraps or Bandicam and recording pretty much the entire monitor with the recording software in it, and doing a 30-minute commentary on the first 5 levels, only to realize afterwards that you need a microphone to record your own voice. So this is my second attempt today for little Ray, who attempted to perform the worst Square Meal Let's Play ever, and now I will attempt the second worst playthrough of Square Meal ever. And with that, let's begin. I'm going to try to go for 10 levels every video, although these videos are probably going to be pretty short. So you start off as this green thing, or if you were player 2, a blue thing. You eat food for 50 points, and you can also eat rocks and chuck them at people for 100 points. And your goal is to eat all the monsters. The stone blocks you see here don't really do anything, so yeah, they're pretty basic blocks. They don't break, they don't move fast or slow. They're just regular blocks, which will allow us to consume everything very quickly. So with that, that's one tutorial of the way, and now they immediately introduce us to a second thing of blocks, which is the wood block, which will break after one use regardless, as well as this shell enemy who needs to be bashed in the face in order to get knocked out. And if he's hiding down below inside his shell, he won't take any damage, so you can't stun him. We also have these buffalo people who generally walk in straight lines, but they know how to turn around, and they have a tendency of charging anyone, running in a straight line until they get to an end and hit a block. And if we can see the monster from before, I can talk about that guy too. But those mud gravy monsters you saw earlier just walk in a straight line until they bump into a block, so that's pretty straightforward. I wanted to trap you so I could harvest your information, but that's alright. And I'm gonna try to eat as many food items as I can in these videos, just to lengthen them. Please don't kill me. Oh, okay, see you later. Run, stubby leg McGee. Alright, there we go. That's 2 levels done. Let's hop into the next one, level 3. And, oh, we also got another block here, which I'll talk about in a second. In the meantime, we can observe the natural gravy monster as it walks back and forth after hitting a wall. It's great. They sometimes turn sideways, which makes them extremely dangerous, so you gotta be careful with that, if you're playing along, that is. Here we have the steel rock, which is just really slow moving, and it also stops early. Usually with the stone brick, it will stop once it hits a stone wall, or any kind of wall really, kind of like the buffalo. But in this case, steel blocks, they're slow. They're really slow. Also, the food items don't really change in any points or behavior in terms of their design, so a tomato does not give you, like, I don't know, an extra life. They all have the same point value of 50. And I'm not gonna try to go for high scores in this game, because you lose all of your score if you die. And dying is very easy in this game, so I'm not gonna try that. I will try to eat every single food item, as said previously, and I'll try to eat you, which I will get to. Haha. Alright, one guy to the left, who's left, and I will destroy you. I'll shoot the block up here so I can grab it quickly. And then this man will meet his demise. A yummy demise, presuming he's gravy and not mud. He could be mud, or a sewer monster of some descript. I hope not. It's kind of gross. I don't know why you're eating like delicious food while eating like bones at the same time. That's a little bit odd, but hey, it's a monster. It doesn't care. It will eat whatever it wants, including its fallen brethren. So those bone things might not be buffalo. To be fair, they have the same horns as the as the player. I freaked out there because it started moving even though it was stunned. Because this game is so old and Nitrom only started making games around this time, I believe this game is extremely glitchy, so sometimes a food item might not be obtainable for some reason. So I won't be stressing too much about that, but nonetheless, it's a good challenge to go for every single tomato, ham, turkey thing, or whatever else that's on the menu. And I'll knock you out because I don't want you to chase me down. And hopefully I'll be able to... Oh, actually I still need the stone block. I want to go after the ham first since the level ends if I hit the monsters. So, I'll hit you, or miss. Go grab my stone block so I can try to push you out of there. Or lose my stone block and have to get another one. Hold on. It's okay. It'll only take a little bit, you. You're right there. Oh, okay. It's fine. He was, just getting his wits about. Oh my god, alright. There we go. Get behind him. I need this. Okay, hold on. We're gonna hit him and quickly eat this. And that. There we go. Level 4 is done. A little bit stressful, but we are A-okay. I did a test recording beforehand, which is why you can see that I've already completed all 50 levels. I wanted to make sure I could actually beat this game before I did a playthrough on it, because Nitro games have a tendency of getting really hardcore and brutal later on. At least that's what I feel. So let's trap one end of monsters here and send these guys into a chain combo. And that guy's not edible, and I just died. So from something like that, you lose all your score, and if I attempted to go for a perfect score, which I believe only one person has gotten, well, you would have to start the game from the beginning, and I don't want to do that. So let's just pick up these low food items and hit this guy. A good way to make sure you're A-okay is not to get too greedy with the gravy monsters, as well as trap the monsters behind you so they don't sneak up on you. It's not too hard though, since the wall beside you is edible, so you can just pick that thing up if you ever need it and sneak into the center area. But otherwise, I believe this is the last one, so let's eat you and finish level 5. Yeah, alright. In this level, we're shown a new block, which is the Ye Odin Spike block, which you don't want to touch because they kill you, like spikes do. Funnily enough, the spiky monsters like hanging out on them for some reason. It's a little bit odd. So let's bash this guy in the face. You can hit these guys even if they're in their shell, as long as you smack their faces in. They remind me of little German helmets. And we're gonna wait for this guy to start moving. If I get on the spikes, I would obviously die. And he's in a bad position that I can't eat him from, so I'll just wait on you. And I missed. This is gonna take a while. Hold on. There we go. Alright, that's one. And that guy just got into my lane, which is good news for me. And that's level 6. Right on. I think we spawned inside like a star. I'm not sure. Right now, this early on in the game, they're just really focused on making silly designs for the levels and letting you get used to attacking everything. It's the reason why level 1 and 2 shows new things, but not so much in the later levels. Although, I'm pretty sure this level has a gimmick. I'm not sure why I don't see the block, but I guess it's not here. I'm probably thinking about a different level. So, let's just go after these mud monsters one at a time then. If you want to try, if you think that I am terrible at this game, you should give this game a go. Since I had a lot of fun as a kid, and for some reason never rage quitted Square Meal. Actually, my first Nitro game that I ever beat. Oddly enough, as a child. But if you think I'm playing terribly right now on this recording, you can try giving Nitro a spin yourself, which is in the low sidebar. Alongside that, there's a playlist, but this is the first video, so I'm not sure why you would need to check it now. But you can, if you'd like. A good thing to do on this level is to also just trap everything when you can. And just separate the levels into a top and bottom half. That way you don't have to deal with everyone, or just run into them regardless. Anyways, let's try this again. Put inside a little square, not too much to worry about since we can't really touch the spikes outside. And let's evenly distribute these monsters, or have them phase through the blocks. That's okay too, I suppose. Okay, or they can just stop the blocks halfway through. Right. Nitro, you are probably so much better at making games now. This game's still pretty fun though. I'm not sure if Nitrom games are still beatable today because I've never beaten any other Nitrom game besides Square Meal. But, good enough. Alright. Oh god. Alright, nope. Oh, come on! Oh no, I was one monster away! Oh, this is gonna take forever. It's actually going to take a few minutes. I'm not too concerned about that since I like my videos being 24 minutes long. And these videos will probably be around 15 because these levels are not too long. If I could just win and stop having monsters glitch 2 blocks. I would cut this out, but then I would just make this video even shorter. So, in the meantime, I'll just try to entertain you and not get killed mercilessly by these things. I'd appreciate that. I am not even separating these monsters anymore, and it's making this a lot more difficult than it needs to be for being level 7. I'm assuming it's level 7. I'm crossing off the numbers as I play them, so hopefully I'm good at counting and I'm not failing my numbers. But otherwise, I want to go after the bull first since he's more dangerous than this predictable gravy monster, and with that we complete our level 7. Lovely. Let's move on to level 8, where we're introduced to a new enemy, which is this fish thing. As you can see, it knows how to flap its fins, and it's able to float over blocks. If I can just have this guy float over this one. And it makes it particularly dangerous because if you stay in one spot for too long, he will hunt you down by taking the fastest route he can. So it's good to take them out as early as you can unless there's other dangers. But otherwise, yeah, pretty straightforward level. Just here to show you that these things can fly. I bet they would taste delicious being grilled. A nice square fish meal. Also, the name of this game is a huge pun if you haven't realized. If you don't get the pun, please just search up square meal. Without the nitrom in it. I need a faster block. I should have just grabbed one of those wood blocks. I'm not sure why I didn't. Anyways, that's a level done. Let's move on. Oh, making some good progress here. And in this level is fairly easy, but it is one of the levels you could technically fail on. You'll notice that every block we grab is a wood block and they destroy wood blocks, so if you somehow manage to use all of these things up and miss, you could die. But the biggest danger of this game, or this level rather, is that the blocks don't go through multiple enemies, so if you try to fire it into a crowd of 2, you would only be able to stop 1, and if you ate that guy in the wrong timing, the second one could have just came and smacked you in the face or do whatever mud monsters do. Cover you in gravy or give you a stomach ache. Although this guy seems to eat everything and doesn't care. At any rate, we're on our 10th level, I believe, so not too much to worry about. The only danger of this level is being caught in corridors because these guys wander randomly and they have a tendency of trapping you in areas, so it's always a good idea to have a block with you. In my case, I'm backing off to the right in case he traps me, and I'm going to grab this stone block to make sure he dies. And with that, I want to avoid unleashing any more enemies until I am saddled up and ready. So I'll use my stone block to break that wood block, and trap that mudman there. I would eat that apple, but he would probably charge after me immediately afterwards. With this, I need to get the wood block first. I'll just eat him with it, since I can. And otherwise, this is a pretty straightforward level. All of these things introduce small little mechanics, and I actually really like this game for what it is. Because 1, it's intuitive, 2, it's actually a really good flash game compared to what we get nowadays. And I need to get rid of this wood block before I can have some bread. But Nitrom has a very specific charm with it. The moment Nitrom started making games, it seemed like they were professional since the beginning, and it's quite amazing with that. At any rate, I believe that's our 10th level. I'll go back to the menu to check since I don't care about losing my score. And I guess I just did the 11th level. Cool. I went a level over, sorry about that. In the next video, I'll do levels 12 to 20. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, my name's Raylazor and welcome back to Square Meal, the game that proves how bad I'm at counting. So let's begin on level 12 instead of 11. And we're brought into a gimmicky room. in that there's no really specific design for this level, except for the fact that they drew something. You can tell that those tomatoes are their eyes, and I believe I'm not sure what this tail thing is, frankly. Maybe it's a hare? Is it a dragon? I have no idea. I don't want to move it around too much in case you want to give it a guess, but I do need to navigate around, so keep it in mind what this thing is looking like. I think it's a dragon because of this curly tail, but I don't know. If you're watching and you're commentating, let me know what you think this thing is. I'm going with a dragon because of this curly tail. Maybe it's not a curly tail. Maybe it's an onion fry. What do you call them? Fried onions? Curly fries? Curly fries. No, curly fries are actual fries. Onion fries? Fried onions? I'm not sure what you call them. I don't really eat those. No, I like regular fries. And this topic is relevant because we are, in fact, eating right now, so it's okay, guys. I know what I'm doing with my commentary. I presume that's a foot and a hand, a mouth. I want to get at those tomatoes first, so let's take out this buffalo and leave that mudman up top, or a gravy man. He could be delicious. I'm assuming he's not because everything else here isn't delicious, unless cooked. But that's our level 12 complete. And hopefully I'll cross this off properly and not accidentally go a level over. Here we're introduced to a new block. This weird oil spill thing. Which, if I can get rid of this guy first. That's good enough. You actually slide on it. And the big problem is that you're unable to use your mouth when you're sliding on it. So be super careful when you're dealing with those blocks, because you might accidentally slide into your enemy. In this case, the monsters don't really care. It's a nice relaxing oil massage for them, I suppose. Not really relaxing. It's probably just someone's saliva. Maybe someone's stale urine. I'm not sure. It's a dungeon, and I'm a little bit confused. You know what? No, it's probably cooking oil because there's like pies here and everything. Honestly. Who takes the time to go into a dungeon and put like luscious pies and grapes everywhere? Like, man, those are the most delicious looking grapes I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen such bulbous purple grapes in my life. It's amazing. You even got like a fried egg on the ground. It's amazing. Maybe these guys are chefs. Maybe I am just a terrible customer storming into someone's kitchen, killing everyone, eating the chefs, and then eating the food that they're preparing. Albeit, they're not very good at preparing food since this is very unsanitary, but hey, you do what you got to do when you're in a dungeon, I suppose. I want to go after that grape first, so if you would move, that'd be great. Or you can just hang out there. I'm okay with that too, I suppose. Just wait for you to move over. It's probably very easy for young Raylazor to beat this game because I had a lot of patience as a kid. I presume I don't have any anymore, but it's alright. Let's trap you in and eat you up and complete this level. Awesome. And with our next level, we just have a lot of grease spells to navigate around. What I like to do on this floor is eat the food items first so I have more space to move around. Another thing you can do if you're having difficulties with this area is to just simply put blocks over the oil slicks. And to make sure you get out of the way of these things and play it safe because you don't want to die. Unless you do. I mean, that's an odd way of playing square meal, but hey, I can't stop you. You do what you want, I suppose. Eating the skeletons of my fellow kind, but I'm just going to call them buffalo because that's what I see them as. You see, I'm Canadian, and we have a tendency of talking a lot about dead buffalo skulls. So that's a thing. We're introduced into a gelatinously green looking block here, and it's a block that basically bounces back and forth. It's really dangerous and it can kill you as well, so you gotta be careful with them. Alongside this, let me dispose of this guy somewhere else. But you can also bounce other blocks off of the jelly blocks, which will stop promptly when they don't touch a jelly block. It's a little bit annoying and difficult to navigate around when you have a bunch of them moving, so be careful. And make sure you don't accidentally shoot yourself with your own rock when you're navigating around said jelly blocks. Yeah, they're probably the #1 reason why I get killed a lot, so I'm gonna try to be careful around these things since I don't like repeating levels. Although I've already repeated levels before. Ah, alright. I'm just gonna have you wait there for a second because I want a carrot. Oh, okay. Food item? Am I supposed to do this? Where am I going? Can I come back? I can. Oh, alright, Buffalo, just take it easy, man. Okay. Okay, hold on. Take it easy, but okay. See you later, buddy. Right, I'm gonna go look for my carrot. I'll be back. Is there a carrot back here? Any carrots? Maybe my carrot is based above? Well, this is why I'm not going for every single food item if I can't. This is weird. Wait, does this mean I can... I'm gonna back up before I accidentally kill myself. Oh. Okay. Sure? Sure. Whatever. Alright. I wanted that carrot. What a terrible, cruel fate. Oh, come on, just run in there. Launch 2 after you. Alright. Let's eat this Bones character and be done with it, I guess. It's probably the other reason why people don't really get high scores on this game, because a screw up like that means you have to restart the entire game, or else you lose your score and progress. Oh, and that noise. Yeah, that's also a thing, apparently. Wow, not a very good selling point for the game, but I guess we should be fine. I don't want to get into that buffalo's path if I don't have to. And let's take these guys out one by one, cautiously. Go after a pie. And we'll just pick up this block while we're at it in order to go after this man right here. I'll wait for you to turn back so I'm safe. Or turn back again. It's too late, really. You're already dead. And now you're double dead in my stomach. It's pretty good. This level is also a little bit tricky because you can't navigate through spikes, as said previously, but you have a tendency of sometimes accidentally trapping the monsters in a corner or where you can't get at them. So you gotta be careful and play both spots. By that, I mean that there's also a spot down here, if you haven't noticed, where you can shoot blocks back and forth. If you try to go for every single monster from that one spot up there, you're probably going to trap the monsters and screw up and have to restart. But otherwise, this is pretty much a waiting level. It's one of my least favorite levels because you don't really get to do anything interesting with it. And I'll eat you as well. Let's try playing down here since they have a tendency of coming down here as well. Unless those guys are going up, which they are, I suppose. Are you turning to the right? Maybe you're walking in a circle? I guess you are. Oh, I guess you're not. That's okay. I'll wait for you. With my... Ugh, this guy has not slept for a while, has he? Those eyes are wide open. They look bloodshot or yellow. I don't think eyes look like that. Whatever. They look like those things that you would probably see for advertised to little kids. Like Monster Z. Oh boy, monsters. Yum, collect them all. Oh, look at how cute they are when they are probably actually really horrific. When you start this level, you shouldn't do what I just did, but rather you should grab a stone block in case this fish guy chooses to come after you immediately. And I like hanging out here and waiting on the buffalo to come into my sights before I take them out. And then I'll just work around, get the food items, and then finish the level. Easy peasy. There's still 2 food items below though, so let's go after those. A nice lovely toast and eggs. Great breakfast, great way to start the day after having a nice nap on a dungeon floor. Covered in probably food grease, spikes, all sorts of disturbing fluids, and etc. Hey, do what you gotta do, I suppose. On the bright side, the food here is delicious. Why did you turn around? Oh, that was... that wasn't right. There were some evil intentions behind that one. I can see it. Fight me. Ha! Alright. Let's take these guys out. It's generally not too difficult because steel blocks just do this. I don't know what you're doing. You're stuck in corridors, so as long as you have a block, you shouldn't have too much of a trouble navigating through this level. Alongside, there's not that many food items either, so... check that corner down there. Yeah, we're pretty much good to go. He's gonna run into that steel block if he goes all the way to the left, so we can just end this here. Lovely. I'm pretty sure we're going on to level 19 now, so... hopefully I don't accidentally do more levels than I should. Also, the fish things can apparently fly over more than 2 blocks, I suppose. They're also kind of glitchy in that sometimes the monsters end up on top of the block that you just hit them with. Which obviously isn't supposed to happen because they bounce every time you hit them. But otherwise, we probably shouldn't have too much of a difficult time with these guys. Before I kill that gravy man right there, I want to go after that apple. Yeah. Oh, and there's a grape too. Lovely. Could have missed both of these lovely morsels. Maybe? They could be covered in viruses and bugs. Maybe they're actually rotten, I don't know. Alright, let's go on to what I'm assuming is the final level. We'll do a quick level check afterwards. But in this level we are introduced to the bomb block. Which is, if I can first kill this guy. Oh, yeah, you can hit them and then they will explode. They kill things. They're pretty nifty. The unfortunate part about them is that you don't get any points for blowing up enemies, and they can also blow up your food items. So more preferably, you want to pick one up in your mouth. You'll notice the counter is still going down. Spit them out and pick them out back up in order to reignite the fuse and hit something with it. Of course, I just blew up my own apple, but since I don't want to restart the level, I'll just leave it at that. Alongside with how I just blew up like 2 monsters earlier. No worries about it. If you're going for a perfect run, you'll probably just want to focus on trying to navigate around and hitting the enemies with it. With that, is that level 20? No. Did I just do another 10, 11 levels? Did I? Oh, uh-oh. Oh, wait, wrong number. Hold on. Level navigation. Great, I just did another 11 levels. I'm not very good at counting. Alright, well, I guess in the next one we do level 22 to 30. We're probably just gonna do 22 to 31, honestly. I'm apparently not very good at counting. I'll see you then. Welcome back to Square Meal. My name is Raylazor and I am still very bad at counting. In the last video we did levels 12 to 21, and in this one we're going to do 22 to 30 hopefully, and not 31. We'll find out. Let's go. To celebrate my playings of this lovely Square game, I have 8 watermelon chunks between videos, and interestingly enough, or not interesting at all, they're in squares. Yay! Or rectangles, because nothing here is actually a square. It was just for the pun, honestly. With this level, it's a little bit dangerous if you're going for points because you have a tendency of or a possibility of detonating people. Actually, no, you don't. Hold on. Yeah, no, this isn't hard. You see, the things explode in a 3x3 square, so nothing should be destroyed, really. I guess the danger comes from the fact that you might lose all your stone blocks, but even that's not a problem because you always have the corner blocks available for you. So, with that, I guess let's ignite everything. I see no reason not to. It's not a particularly difficult level because, well, these are mud monsters and they just walk back and forth. So they're very easy to predict. And I guess that's our level done. Wasn't too bad. I guess it might be tedious if you miss. Oh, did I eat the food items down there? I did not! Ah! No, alright. Well, that's one thing I missed out on. A tomato and a piece of bread. Darn. Anyways, with this level, we're introduced to the moving up and down spike blocks. It's not really hard to... It's not a hard concept to grasp. You don't touch the block when there are spikes out, and you do when there aren't. Please don't blow me up. Great. No, we'll hit that block with an... Oh, okay. Whoa! Okay. Let's try that again. That was a disaster. On the bright side, I don't have to explain very poorly how spikes work, and that you get stabbed when there are spikes and you don't when there aren't. I need to keep juggling this block so it doesn't explode in my mouth. There we go. And we'll go after you as well. Oh god. Ooh. Okay, safe. That was a little bit dangerous there. I'm also a little bit curious to see if they explode the oil spells, which I doubt they do, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe there's a grease fire that can be started. We'll do some experimenting here. Okay, nothing happens. Good to know. Grease fires, they're dangerous. Also, turtles have a tendency of moving even though they've been stunned. I guess their perception of time being slow means they can also live life in slow-mo? I'm not too sure how that would work. I am doing something stupid with this block. Right. Let's try this again. Okay. One would assume that the goop would fall and like goop up the spikes, but hey, I guess you're completely solid on the bottom. Maybe he's like a chocolate fountain, you don't really have to worry about it. This level's not too difficult either, it's just combining a bunch of concepts as in don't touch spikes when they are up. Which is when they are spiky, of course. And make sure you're actually walking onto non-spiked areas, because your enormous monster head has a tendency of blocking it. But otherwise, we are pretty much good to go. If this guy can go, come on, buddy, you're cutting into traffic. Oh, my traffic. Hold up. All right, we're good. Go here and let's do what we usually do, which is back up before we try to do anything stupid. This guy will probably need to get re-stunned, so let's move around first. And with that, we get 24 down pretty easily. Assuming it's 24, I probably really shouldn't say any of that in case I'm wrong. With this level, it's a little bit dangerous because, you know, monsters can cross on spikes, and the tendency is that you have to immediately deal with flying fish, and sometimes the blocks are pretty far away from you, so you have to react pretty quickly. Okay, or react correctly and smartly and not run into something bad. Whoop, oh, haha. Alright, uh-oh. Okay, well this guy's coming after me now. Shouldn't be too difficult. There we go. Alright, and also, I guess this is to trick you, but some of the spikes don't move up and down, so yeah, be careful. Don't touch spikes in general. They're sharp and I have a tendency of not wanting to step on them regardless of whether they are activated or not, so we'll just avoid it and stick to the guaranteed safe path regardless. Go after you, move into the center column or row. I always get those two mixed up. And we'll finish you off, as was the level. Great. To 26 we go, or maybe 27, I don't know. This is one of those levels which actually no, you can't fail this level because you have a stone block immediately. I guess it's just another one of those regular levels. Of course, if you were silly enough to grab the wood blocks for whatever reason, you would have to move back and forth after killing everyone, so it's a good idea to just stick with a stone block. And let's go after you. A bit of a dangerous thing here though is this jelly thing, because you're bouncing it in a very small corridor. And I have just completely destroyed my pathway. For the moment! I forgot that that happens. Alright, cool. Well, that went well, I suppose. Let's get rid of this wood block and go get that egg, because that thing looks delicious. Anyone gonna get hit? Oh, okay. I'll just go grab a different block right now because I don't want to have something bouncing everywhere the entire time. Yeah, how do you like that? Okay, you do that then. Please don't hurt me, shell thing. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that was a little bit tense. Just a little bit. For my feeble mind. Alright, let's get moving. Once again, not too tough. The good news is because this is a steel block, it stops short path. So you can use it to just jam up the roads up ahead while you take care of the roads in front of you. And also there's a lot of steel blocks everywhere, so it shouldn't be too difficult to deal with. Although if you're impatient, these steel blocks might drive you insane with how many you have to move around. We'll just carry one block with us though. So wait for you, smack you, and go snack on that ham. Yeah! Eating stuff is fun. Please don't eat stuff like gravy monsters. They're probably not good for your health. Come on, give me that. Alright, I'm gonna wait for this guy to run back towards me, hopefully. Or you can go into the steel. Can you see? That is blocked. Well, you're now trapped on top of me for some reason, and now dead. Yeah, alright. Dungeons, how do they work? I don't know. Your standard level here as well. A little bit of an annoyance is that there's so many buffalo things everywhere. So you got to be careful with that. For a second there, I almost got destroyed. And I didn't eat that carrot right away because I wanted to block the buffalo's field of vision. Another thing that I should mention is that it's probably a bull and not a buffalo. But as a Canadian, buffalo. So we'll just do that. Alright, you're probably the last guy to deal with, so let's finish you off. And that's pretty good. I'm tempted to just go one level over now, because I've already gone one level over for the last two. Maybe I've already gone one level over, so if I tried this, I would go 2 levels over. Alright, yeah, this level is pretty self-explanatory, although you don't want to start eating everything you see in your path, because there's a lot of buffalo here, and while you're trying to clean out paths, they have a tendency of taking your paths and destroying you with them. So it's always good to take out the buffalo around here first, and using the food to create a new path for yourself to navigate around to getting another stone block, like so. In my case, this annoyance right here is bobbing around my area, which I don't appreciate. In the meantime, I will start eating the tomatoes, so I don't have to eat that many food items when I'm going next time. Alright, you just hang out there. I'll lengthen your path, and that way I can navigate around and get a stone block. So my goal right now is to take out the buffalo, one of the gravy monsters, and then eat everything before I head off. So you can just stay there, I don't mind what you're doing, since I'll work my ways to the stone block down below ever so shortly. In the meantime though, I am killing a lot of time by just eating food here. This must be the food storage area. Although it's a little bit weird that you keep your pies with your bread and apples with your meat. Is that normal? Maybe it's normal in monster etiquette. Well, actually, I'm going to take this guy down here out first, since he's right around all my food that I want to gobble up. And I don't have to worry about these muck monsters that much, since they only move in straight paths whenever they hit a block, so he can just go do his thing, like run into walls, and I can do my thing, like eat everyone, kill people, and then eat them too. Like so, if I don't miss. There we go. Alright. That is 29 done, hopefully. Hopefully. And I presume this is our lovely level 30. Oh, okay, so this is our final level, I believe. There is a new block here. It's a little bit hidden, but you can still see it. The block right here, you'll notice it has the outline of one of those spike blocks. And indeed, it is. It is a hidden trap block. But the good news is that you can walk over them. At least for a little bit, before they pop back up. So, with these blocks and any other spike block, you can do one action and only one action on them, and move out of the way immediately before you get smacked, so I can eat this food item and leave. But if I tried to eat the food item and grab a block before leaving, I would probably be a skewer right now. Or be skewered. It would be pretty cool if I could be a skewer. Then I could skewer things while I'm throwing blocks at them and eating them. But otherwise, no. I missed. Oh god. That was uncalled for. Alright, well, otherwise we don't have too much to worry about around here. I guess I want that egg, so let's get that first. One of the problems here is that sometimes you glitch around the spikes or on the monsters, which results you into walking onto the spike blocks anyways. Sometimes the controls just don't work out for you, so that's always a risk. In my case, I want this guy to go away because I presume there's a food item down there. Yeah, there is. Sir, you're rude. Alright, there we go. And let's finish you off and finish off level 30, which I believe means I can end this video. Quickly check level 31. Alright, we're good. Wait, did I do level 30 though? Alright, we're good. Thank you for watching this episode of Square Meal. If you enjoyed, you can go into the playlist to play more videos, or check out Nitro, where you can play Square Meal for yourself. And until then, I will see you in the next video, or something. That's how you do an outro, right? Did I break the fourth wall? Am I not supposed to do this? Did I just ruin the outro? I don't care. This is a staple of my channel from now on, ruining outros. I'll see you then. Welcome back to Square Meal, Minecraft's worst enemy. In the last video we did level something to level something, and this one we're going to start off at 31 and end off at 40, hopefully, so let's get started. Yeah, there's not too much to say about this level. Ooh, whoop, okay. Whoops, wrong button. Is everything okay? Yeah, alright. I was playing around with my lovely internet tabs. Well, I was doing something in between recordings. Totally browsing porn, by the way, so no, oh my god, okay. As luck would have it, I am a-okay. I'll just get the block from the other way, don't worry about it. Please let me step out of your way. Having a good time there? Just looking at me? Aha! Okay. Glitchy game, please. This level makes it a little bit more cautious. Makes you want to be a little bit more cautious with your block usage because there's no stone ones here. And there is a very limited amount of wood blocks, so don't use them all up ineffectively. Don't hit things when they shouldn't be hit. Aha! Also, I don't know. I presume the spikes there are to encourage you to be a little bit stupid and waste your wood blocks. In my case, I don't want to do that, but I am going to do it anyways because I want this apple. It's a delicious looking apple, let's be fair though. Okay, well you can just move while you're stunned, I'm okay with that. Just wanted to complete the level. Alright, let's head off to the next one. In which this is the one where you have to hit every single enemy exactly or restart. Once again, this is very, very brutal to anyone who's trying to go for a perfect score, because if you accidentally miss one shot, you have to do it all over again, from level 1. We are in level I just screwed up by picking up this one. Alright, there we go. Just like that. Just one of those minor mishaps and you would be screwed. Alright, we're doing level 32. Sorry, I talked about level 40 earlier, I think. Right, let's do this properly this time though. We'll go after this mud monster, and I'll probably go through the entire area before coming back for this wood block. It's a little bit tedious, but it ensures that unless I screw up, we are a-okay. Alright. Let's get you, and I'm going to go back right now actually. I hopefully won't be able to miss that monster, which looks like I won't, and that way I don't have to travel as far next time, albeit I probably travel the same distance regardless. Alright, we'll go with you first then. And now this is the winning shot. Can Raylazor do it, or will he break it? Literally, the wood block, don't break it. Alright, there we go. That's level 32 then. A little bit brutal, but we get to leave off with a pretty clean sweep. Make sure we're running away as fast as possible. I just got Goomba stomped. But yeah, don't spend your time eating food in this level because the fish go after you immediately. And since they're both on opposite ends, you need to grab 2 different types of fish blocks. Oh, where are you going? I don't even care anymore. Die! You have to act pretty quickly the moment you drop into this level, and that's pretty much the only danger, since the people left are just mud men, so we are a-okay. If I could, I would come up with a new name for these mud monsters every single video. But my creativity bar is on an all-time 0 right now. So we are doing pretty good here. Alright. Let's move on to the next level. Oh yeah. I know the gimmick of this one. You'll notice that there is a grape and a carrot down there. Did you want to eat your vegetables? Well, you're gonna have to do a little bit of block stacking in order to do so. As well as that, there's the additional hazard of grease spells everywhere, so you want to get rid of as many enemies as you can that are hanging around, as well as hidden spike traps like this one right here. So let's knock you out. I will eat this. I'll walk on top, eat you, wait, and slide back in order to grab this block. Lovely. Let's get moving then. There's a little bit of navigating here because you have to use every single stone block on the map in order to go after those two right there. So let's move from grease spell to grease spell. Put that down and walk back. And I'll just leave you here to move back and forth. As well as you need to grab this block. Wait. Great. And that's how we will be able to complete this, otherwise we'll end up one block short. The most annoying part of this level really is waiting for the spikes to pop back up and down, so it's not too big of a deal I suppose, but it's still a good idea to go after every food item, because food is tasty. I launched that right then and there because I decided, you know what, you can go back and have another little walk. Go on, shoo, I don't need you. Yeah, that's right. Alright. Let's hit you. Oh, okay. For a second there, I almost stepped onto the spike block. That's also a little bit annoying in that it's very tedious and you can sometimes screw up a minor mistake like that and just completely ruin your own day. But with that, we'll grab one of these lovely championship blocks. Alright, let's go. Where are you going, Mudman? Where are you going? Alright, that's our level done. Let's move on. Okay, this level's a little bit more annoying because something like this might happen. You shoot something and you don't realize or forget that there are jelly blocks everywhere. Makes it very, very dangerous. The good news is that you can block your blocks with other blocks. So that's pretty good. You can also block the blocks with other food items, so it's pretty good. It's really just a giant level about blocking blocks with your other blocks. It's fun to say. I'm sorry. Alright. Let's work on these guys ever so slowly. I trapped myself there a little, but it's okay. I forgot to go after my food items, so there's another bread and grape missing. I could have had a nice meal, and then I screw it all away. Another danger of this is that there's multiple fish and very small corridors for everything. We'll hit this guy a second time real quick. And I'm assuming that fish guy will go after me soon. I hope he will. So I can get rid of the current threat in this level. And with that, this level is pretty straightforward. And I will go around and get the egg and other item below first. That other item, I believe, is a pie. So let's go after... Okay, it's a carrot. Way off! Come on! How did I see a carrot as a pie? Gotta be careful around here. All these dirty carrots pretending to be pies. Unless you're a carrot pie, that's a little bit weird. I mean, I've heard of carrot cake, but I don't know, maybe it tastes good? I think our biggest issue right now is going after this tomato. Especially with this guy bobbing back and forth. Alright, I'll see you later then. Don't worry. On the bright side, he's trapped here from now on. And now he's not. And I am missing a block for some reason. Where'd it go? Oh, okay. Whatever. I'll question Nitrom later. In the meantime, we get ourselves our lovely tomato of 50 points. And now we can go after the last of the gravy monsters from outer space. Maybe it's just a giant fry and it's covered in gravy. Maybe it's just poutine. This level is especially fun because you have bombs and jellies everywhere. It's terrible. I don't know what to do with this, so goodbye. And I didn't blow anyone up. Lovely. I actually wanted that not to happen. Right, let's shoot you. Okay. Oh no! Wrong button. Alright, hold on. Let's try this again. What level am I? 37? Oh, 2 mistakes. Alright, not too big of a deal. Let's just go after those food items. Or whatever. I need to keep juggling this thing as much as I can. Okay, well, it's just gonna blow everything up. Whatever. Let it all burn, I say. At least now we don't have to see that many jelly blocks everywhere. I liked green before I played this game. And now I don't because it has a tendency of killing me a lot. Alright, just waltz around. There's only one block nearby, so I'll use that. Just get out of the way. It shouldn't be too difficult. Fairly safe with everything around here. The good news is that the explosions don't set off the jelly blocks, because that would be really hectic. Alright, let's juggle you in my mouth a little bit. Make sure we defuse it, and I'm pretty sure we're good now. There we go. Lovely. Alright. Okay. This is a little bit dangerous in that you have very small corridors. You're probably wanting to go after all the food items, which means you need to move around the map very quickly. And that wood blocks only hit one monster at a time, so if you get trapped like how I am right now, you will have a really rough time trying to make sure these guys don't destroy you utterly. The good news is that you can eat these guys, obviously. And my goal is to hopefully just leave one alive, so it's not as hard. I'll carry a wood block with me in case I need some safety. But otherwise, I'll wait for this guy to get near me, hit him with the block, have some grapes, and then dine on the main dish, which is fish. Alright, 39. A little bit more difficult on that spin on the original first 10 levels, or the 11th level maybe, in which you have jelly blocks in small corridors. So it's very difficult to navigate around them. You always need at least 2 blocks of space in front of you before shooting one, and even then that's very iffy, but the good news is that it's not as bouncy when it's shot in a 2-lane. If you try to shoot it in a lane with only 1 space for you, you might fall into a little bit of trouble, in that you will immediately die because you won't be able to get out of the way. Righto. I'll just leave you there. Okay, maybe not. I unleashed a monster that I never realized that I would. Great, you can hang out here for a little bit. I want to go after this buffalo first. Lovely. Oh, these damn Canadians killing the buffalo. Oh, the native spirits would be disgraced. Or the natives in general. Right, this sucks. Okay. Can I shoot that? I cannot shoot it in that lane. Oh! Oh no, I don't get my tomato and egg. Imagine all these dishes I could make with this lovely combination of ingredients. A fried egg and a tomato. I could make myself a fried egg and a tomato. Also, meet my most hated level ever. I've died like 15 times on this level. And before, I wanted to go for a perfect score when I was playing this on my own time without the recording. And I completely failed and lost my perfect score because of this level. And then I gave up and just wanted to beat the level, and it wouldn't let me because I kept dying to these jelly blocks. So a plan I have devised is just leave your jelly blocks in the center corridor, go after the food items you see vertically. If this thing will stop, please. There we go. Then go after the food items horizontally. And then the big trouble you have to deal with here is the monsters that are in your lovely horizontal lane. 1, 2, 3. Alright, there's 3 spaces here. I can do this. Or not. I guess these really aren't squares and actually rectangles. God dang it. Even when... Man, I calculated that too. It's not fair. This is why I don't like this level. I was so angry the first time I played this level. Oh, so angry. I still am a little bit salty about this, actually. Okay. Well, that worked in my favor quite a bit. Not going to jinx this yet though, because we still need to deal with a few jelly blocks that are outside our safe zone, and apparently the safe zone itself is not safe as demonstrated earlier. Yeah, you just stop right there, or keep moving, I don't really care. Did I just lose a jelly block? Did I just lose 2 jelly blocks? Okay. Sure, yeah, Anyways, a good thing to do is get rid of these 2 center blocks first. And that way, you can shoot it straight forward, have the block stop for hitting another block that is not jelly-like, get rid of this block and reset it, and do the same for the other side. There we go. And this makes the side lanes a lot easier, because before I would leave those 2 center blocks there, it traps me in quite a bit and it makes it very hard to navigate, which means I have a tendency of dying to jelly blocks. But otherwise, it's pretty easy. Yeah! This is one long level 40 as well. Jeesh. Alright, there we go. I believe that's level 40, we'll do a quick check, but otherwise, I think we're good to go. 40? 40! Alright, thank you for watching this lovely video about square meals and how they're actually rectangles. If you enjoyed, you can play this live game yourself by clicking Nitrum in the sidebar to the right. You can try the playlist if you're missing an episode somehow. Or you can subscribe and join me in a lovely 2-player adventure. I will see you in the next video where we do 41 and 50. Bye! Was that a voice crack? I think it was. Welcome back to Square Meal, where we have our final meal, and also the hardest meal to keep off of ourselves, the dessert. So let's begin with level 41 and end off at 50. And we are immediately thrown into a level where we get ourselves lots and lots of delicious jello. Yay! Who doesn't love jello or slime? Yum! It's green and gelatinous. It reminds me a little bit about me, but I'm not an asshole that kills everyone, so I guess that speaks for itself, doesn't it? Cool. This is not going to work out in my favor. Actually, yes it is. Alright. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's worth it. There we go. Generally not a too difficult of a level, but you want to shoot these blocks horizontally because there's not as much space for you vertically. Otherwise, this is a pretty straightforward level. Hit the monsters and go 1 lane up or 1 lane down. And I don't know what to do because that jello block is in the most inconvenient spot ever. Come on. Alright, you know what? Maybe I'll try to snipe you. Okay, maybe I won't. Oh my god. Okay. I'll just leave you here then. Please don't go down there. I'm busy trying to kill you. Aha! There we go. We can end that off pretty easily, and I don't need this low counter anymore because we're hopefully going to complete this game today. A nice low self-insert here as well in that. Oh god, never mind. Gonna have to destroy your logo, Nitrome. But yeah, Nitrome. Wooey! Yes! It's lovely, I guess. I don't know. Welcome to Nitram! Alright, that's actually Nitrama. I don't know. Whatever. I'm gonna leave that monster in the O as my last enemy. And what we're going to do now is go after the food items and the monsters outside. So launch that off and eventually we'll catch something. In which case it is the weirdest, disgustingest brown fish thing ever. Yum. Oh, maybe it's a fish stick. It's probably not a fish stick, actually. It's not really even a stick. It's close to being a stick, I suppose, but it's not really sticky enough. Well, actually, that thing looks really sticky, so never mind. I'm contradicting myself all around. Is this thing dead yet? Oh, cool. Yes, it is. Yum. Alright, with that, we can complete our level 42 or something, I believe. Hello, sir. We have been waiting for you. Everyone is dead, and including you now. Ending this with what, Nitrama? Yeah. The Neo Company, Nitrama. There we go. wait for a green light. An annoying thing with this level is that you have buffalo wandering around, so they sometimes interrupt what you're trying to do and your patience because they're flipping out everywhere. Albeit they're just mad because we're eating all of their ham and they really want to get their flesh back. It's not too bad though. You can live your life as a mud monster if you wanted to. Those are probably people who got their outfits a little bit too late, which is why they're covered in goop, I suppose. Talking about these things like they're costumes. Those things are miserable things just waiting to die. Look at how sad that thing is, or mad. It looks like a Squidward in mud form. Alright. Then again, Squidward is my spirit animal, so I don't know why I dissed it. Wait for you to go down, eat you, and finish the level. Yeah! Alright. Things are going fairly swimmingly for the last few hardest levels. This level isn't too hard if you're just going for explosion kills, but it is when you're trying to go for non-explosion kills. Like me. Sometimes. I am alive. Okay, no I'm not. I guess I turned invisible, ate the thing in time, and then blew my invisible self up? I'll just watch this entire world burn. Why even bother? It's fine. Die, everyone! Die! Oh wait, never mind. This is how you fail the level. Yeah, you have a very short, small amount of blocks. And now everyone's in a corridor. It's great. I can't get over there. Let's try this again. 43? 44. Alright, let's try this again. There we go. Back into the correct level, and this time, as you can see, anarchy does not win. Anarchy leads to failure. Oh gosh, I am in failure zone right now. Haha! Fast reacting. Okay, this wall's blowing up soon. Hold up, take it easy. Oh, alright, that was loud. Should I keep defusing this bomb and reigniting it? Please. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that went well, I suppose. I don't get my pie, though, but to be fair, I killed everyone, so I probably don't deserve my pie. I still don't know what these brown things are. Like, the turtles could be considered a delicious cuisine, I suppose. If that is even a turtle. Like, what else has a shell that hangs out in... Maybe it's a turtle. I have no idea what that thing is. I'm sure it's delicious though, so don't you worry. Albeit you probably can't eat a bunch of bones, so I guess that goes away with the buffalo as well. Alright. The only danger with this level is that you have a lot of small corridors, so if you misplan your attack, you can screw yourself over quite a bit. In my case, I just want a pie. There we go. Oh, dang it. Just one more space, man. Just one more. Alright, smack him. Smack him real good. Oh, hey, right to me. Lovely. Another level done by the awesome and all-inspiring Raylazor. This level is very annoying, and the best way to go about it is to move horizontally whenever you can, because there's spikes everywhere. Hidden spikes too, so it makes it pretty hard to shoot things sometimes. Alright, there you go. We'll grab our second one. And I guess I'll prepare my second shot. I'm not really sure what I'm even doing at this point, but it's fine, right? Oh, I got him. Alright, cool. Oh, alright, just in time. Oh, that thing's coming for me. Alright, time to run. Otherwise, I think we're good, so let's just navigate around here. Dang it, there's an egg in the way. Alright. I guess food is a little bit of an obstacle around here, but no one ever gets mad when they get free points, so I don't see them as an obstacle. Just happy little mistakes. Ah, okay, missed. No big deal. Oh, want to grab the blocks horizontally the entire time, just so I don't accidentally take a little bit too long and get myself killed. Don't know why I bothered trying to launch and hit this guy in here, because it's going to take forever for this block to slow down and leave me alone. And it's going to end in front of it. Yeah, behind it. Great. Try this again. I'm stirking. I'm lurking. I'm in a really bad stuff. And I'm dead. Why did I do that? Ah. This level is a little bit brutal. Let's go for the food items first. I reckon that's a better idea. And hopefully you don't turn on me. You did! Oh. I see that these levels are going to start giving me a hard time now. Ray, I'll just let you go back and do your thing. As well as you, sir. I'll wait for the spikes to go down behind me. Please don't turn around. Lovely. Things are going swimmingly, except for the fact that he's charging me. Run! Ah! Ah, why are you all so brutal? I only just want to devour you whole. Oh, okay. Sayonara, sucker. Oh, 2-for-1 combo. Great deals. Oh, eat jello. Oh, living on the max. Yeah! There's a spike in my butt. Alright. This level is also a bit annoying because shelled monsters plus explosives is a little bit annoying. I believe, however, that the idea of defusing the bomb whenever you eat it is actually a mistake. Although I could be wrong, considering this hallway is designed in a very horizontal linear format. But I don't think this was supposed to be. It could have been, just so you can reuse the same block as long as you keep juggling it, but I'd like to think that this makes it a little bit harder because you have to time your shots properly and everything if you couldn't defuse it, but you don't really have to do that since you can just reignite it. I guess you could end up losing blocks like that, but even then that's not too big of a deal. I'll just wait for these guys to start moving, or one guy to start moving, or not move. Okay, whatever. On the bright side, I still have one explosive block left, so let's grab this grape and sneak out of the way. Oh, what an intense game. You're playing this on a tile-based area, so it's not even that fast. But just those small actions. To know that thing is living, breathing, thinking, could screw you over at any time. In my case, I just ate him, so I don't really have to worry about that anymore. Is this the final level? It is level 49, I believe. I also had a lot of troubles with this level, simply because I'm very, very impatient, and also because it's very annoying to have spikes everywhere while you're trying to move. You obviously want to just shoot the blocks whenever you're on a safe spot, but you will probably more than not have to eat everything on a spike block as fast as you can. And also, another good idea is to never turn backwards and always just walk forward like in a game of Snake in order to not screw yourself over. But otherwise, this level is pretty easy, although it's sometimes a little bit tense, just a little bit. There we go, we completed the level. I only had to strain myself just a little bit. And now we're on our final level, which is a little bit annoying because there's fish things everywhere. The good news is that we have a stone block, so we can combo these guys whenever we want. My idea is that I want to take out these two real quick, or they can just take a turbo pattern. Leave me alone. Come on, I'll fight you both. Or you can do that. Whatever. I don't even care anymore. Get out of my way. Evil green thing. Evil green thing. Get away from me. Trying to eat food, man. Why am I doing this? This just makes everything harder. This video is probably going to be the shortest one of every single one of them because I just did really good on these levels apparently. Not really, it's because... whatever. It's because I went a level too early. It's fine. Yeah, you fly over that tomato and do absolutely nothing. I'll just... So beautiful. A symbiotic relationship has been created between a fish and a tomato. So, never have I seen such. What have I been doing all my life? I could start anew. I could go live happily. I can take care of my food addiction and just be free. And now I'll just eat this guy. Alright, let's navigate around him and finish him off. Nitrom, you and your silly little quips. Alright, I'm just gonna knock him out, run around, get the food item that I wanted to, which is this chicken, and for you, sir, I will let this tomato live and rot inside this dungeon forever. Muhahaha. Oh, that wasn't level 50. Well, whatever. It's fine. We have another level to do. This one's still not too difficult as well. It's another thing where you're trying not to... Okay. Where you're trying to not to waste all of your bombs. I was a little bit curious why our timer was a little short. But yeah, for the most part, you can scrap a lot of these bomb blocks, so it's not too big of a deal. And I just blew up my tomato, so that's fine. Did I hit you? Yes, I did. Alright, I need this block, actually. Please, defuse it. Lovely. Let's defuse it this way. If you try to go the vertical direction, it makes it a little bit more difficult. I just lost my block, but it's okay because the buffalo died anyways. If this was a perfect run, I would be crying right now because this is the 50th level, I'm pretty sure. So, thank God I'm not doing a perfect run. Can you just get out of the way? Thanks. I wanted the carrot. Alright. We're pretty much good to go. I'm gonna want to detonate this up here since I need these 2 blocks in order to kill the buffalo. Lovely, we hit both of them. And if I could get the pie, no pie! Ah! Alright, well, with that, we have apparently escaped from the dungeon, which I'm not really sure of since our guy was really happy to eat all the inhabitants, literally all the inhabitants, as well as all the food in it. Anyways, thank you for watching my lovely playthrough of Square Meal. If you enjoyed and you want seconds, you can play the game for yourself by clicking Nitrom in the sidebar to the right. Or you can, I don't know, regurgitate your meal and eat again by going to playlist and clicking the first video. Or you can just be thankful that you ate the meal and subscribe. At any rate, I will see you in my next playthrough. Bye!